Ah, yes, the classic parenting dilemma. You do something nice for one kid, and suddenly, the other kids act like you have committed a crime. OP's 10-year-old daughter had a dentist appointment, something she struggles with, and since she handled it like a champ, he decided to reward her with a shake. Seems fair, right? Well, the other two kids did not think so. They threw a fit about how unfair it was, and now OP's wife is saying he should have bought treats for all three kids. So, is OP just teaching his kids a valuable life lesson, or was he playing favorites and setting himself up for drama? Let's get into it. Am I the bad guy for buying a treat for my oldest daughter, but not my younger son and daughter? My 39M wife, 40F, and I have three kids, our oldest daughter, 10F, our son, 8M, and our youngest daughter, 7F. A few days ago, my oldest had a dentist appointment. She has always struggled with going to the dentist, so my wife and I have worked hard to help her through it. We also found a kid-friendly dentist who is really good with nervous kids. Well, this time, she did amazing. Easily the smoothest dentist visit we have ever had. Since she handled it so well, I decided to reward her. On the way home, we stopped by Culver's drive-thru, and I got her a milkshake. I also got one for myself. When we got home, my other two kids lost their minds. They complained that it was unfair that their sister got ice cream, and they did not. I explained that she had to go through something difficult, and since she did well, she got a treat. I also told them that next time I take either of them out for something similar, they will probably get a treat too. Later that night, when it was just the two of us, my wife told me she thought I was playing favorites. She said it was obvious the other kids would be upset and that I should have just gotten treats for everyone. But I do not agree. I think kids need to learn that sometimes one person gets something special, and that is just how life works. Not everything is equal all the time. So, AITA for not getting treats for all three kids? Okay, let us break this down. OP is not saying he loves one kid more than the others. He is not banning the other kids from ever having treats. He simply got his oldest daughter a reward for doing something difficult. But let's be honest, anyone with siblings knows how this goes. It does not matter if it is a dentist appointment, a birthday, or a random Tuesday. The second one kid gets something, the others start looking for their share. But is OP actually teaching a good lesson here, or was he setting himself up for a sibling rivalry battle? Let's see what Reddit has to say. Alicia Brown Sugar thinks OP is completely in the right. She says kids need to learn that not everything is equal all the time and asks, are you giving them presents on their sibling's birthday just so they don't throw a fit? She points out that kids can't always get what they want, and it's not bad parenting to let them experience that. However, she does think OP should have finished the shake before coming home because, let's be honest, he didn't go through anything difficult. See Leadership 8:053 takes it one step further, wondering if OP's wife rewards the other kids when their sister gets good grades, because if she's upset about this, does that mean she's going to give the younger kids a treat when their sister does well in school? Where does it end? Tatterjacket, however, thinks the comparison to school performance is not quite the same. They argue that rewarding effort and rewarding results are two different things. They share their experience growing up in a household where they were rewarded for finishing exams, not just getting good grades. In their view, OP's situation is completely reasonable. Only one kid went through something hard, so only one kid gets the reward. Diane Judith jumps in to add that effort should be rewarded, not just outcomes. She points out that not all kids are academically gifted, and school only measures certain skills. Some kids work twice as hard as their naturally gifted peers, but still don't get the top grades. That doesn't mean they don't deserve encouragement. Campfires and Conifers, a parent and former teacher, agrees that rewarding effort is important, but also thinks OP should have finished the shake before getting home. That way, it would have been a nice bonding moment between OP and his daughter without causing unnecessary drama. Pink Duckling, on the other hand, completely disagrees with that take. I don't know. I've sat through other people's dentist appointments. I think OP deserved a shake too. Honestly, Fair point. Watching someone else get their teeth scraped for 30 minutes is not a fun time. Butterfly Chasers agrees with the idea of treating yourself, but thinks OP set himself up for disaster by walking into the house with the shakes in full view. They suggest turning the treat into a little adventure, maybe sitting on some swings, taking the long way home, or just finishing them before getting back. They point out that even adults feel a little jealous when someone walks in with an amazing snack they didn't get the chance to have. And let's be real, if OP's wife came home with a shake for herself and told him, "Oh, I got this because I had a rough day," he would probably be a little salty too. Lacking in everything jumps in with what they call standard parent strategy. If they take one kid for a treat, they eat it there. If they bring food home, they bring something for everyone. That's just how you avoid unnecessary fights. Cynically Sin says they never go home with food for themselves without bringing something for their spouse. They couldn't imagine doing that to their kids. Koala Teacher chimes in, saying they'd be mad at their husband if he did this, for forgetting them, not even the kids. Resist Specialist 4826 sums it up perfectly. Rookie parenting move. They say there's a big difference between kids hearing their sibling got a treat versus watching them eat it in front of them with nothing for themselves. OP basically designed a conflict for no reason. Adventurous Plum 7074 suggests that instead of bringing the shake home, OP should have made it a little secret treat for him and his daughter, a fun little one-on-one bonding moment that didn't even need to be mentioned. Finally, Really Nice Ogre brings up a golden rule that many people seem to follow. What happens at Dairy Queen stays at Dairy Queen. Alright, so here is where I stand as an Asian female who grew up with siblings and knows exactly how this plays out. 1. OP is not the bad guy for rewarding his daughter. She did something difficult, she handled it well, and she deserved a little treat. The other kids did nothing. They were not at the dentist. They did not have to face their fears. They were just home chilling. 2. But OP absolutely walked into this disaster. Look, I grew up in an Asian household, and one of the unspoken rules was, do not bring home food unless there is enough for everyone. If my mom ever walked in with a snack just for one kid, that would have started a civil war. 3. The real lesson here is not just about fairness, it is about strategy. OP could have eaten the shake with his daughter before coming home, turned it into a special one-on-one bonding moment, and avoided this whole argument. At the end of the day, OP had the right idea but executed it terribly. He is not the bad guy, but he might want to plan his next treat a little more carefully. But what do you think? Should OP have bought shakes for everyone, or is he teaching a valuable lesson about life not always being fair? Let me know, and if you have ever been caught in a sibling fairness war, drop your most ridiculous, but that's not fair, stories in the comments, because I need to know, how bad does it really get?